Hey there, Susie here. Happy Monday. Hope you are doing great. Mondays are awesome because on Mondays, I get to introduce you to one of our amazing Her Business Network members who brings to this segment not only a little bit about her business and who her ideal client is and some of the things she's working on, but always we bring some advice, some business advice and tips that you can take away. And so before I bring our guest on today, I have been working on, my team and I are very busy working on our annual conference. It's called HerBusiness Live, and you can find more details over at herbusinesslive.com. And this is a one-day program. We've got women. We've got almost 300 women. We've got over 250 women for sure, joining us from all over Australia to hear from amazing world-class speakers, to attend workshops, networking sessions, panels, breakout sessions, to get involved with connecting with other women business owners and learning from experts. So this is a day dedicated to you and your business. And we usually run this as an in-person event, but hello COVID, we're running it as a virtual event. But the great news is it means that no matter where in the country or in the world you are, you can take part in Her Business Live. So head on over to herbusinesslive.com to get the details. We've put an incredible package together, which gives you 2 tickets plus 12 months membership to the Her Business Network when you come to Her Business Live. So go ahead and get the details there. Now, back to today's member spotlight. So as I said, I like to introduce you to one of our Her Business Network members, give her the opportunity to show up. Now, show up is one of our, what we call our connection moves at Her Business. So showing up is about showing up for your customers. It's about showing up where opportunities lay for you. It's about taking advantage of the things that are right there in front of you. So if you've ever done a course or joined a network or a chamber of commerce or showed up to an event and you got to the end and you thought, I really let that opportunity go by, it could be that you haven't shown up. And we want to show up as our true selves wherever we are, ready to look at opportunities, ready to give and receive good exchange. And by that, I mean being willing to support others and also get the support that you need. That is very much the ethos of the Her Business community. And so when I invite a member to join me here, it's an invitation for her to show up. For her to show up, to speak about her business, to show up and be seen by potential clients. And that's what we're doing here today. So now I'm going to tell you a very little bit about her, but she's going to introduce herself in a moment. But this is one of our members who helps women who love to crochet to develop their skills and take their creations to the next level. And she has a membership called Hooked on Crochet Club. So please welcome Seona Roberts. Hello, hello.
Hi, how are you, Susie?
I'm doing great. I'm doing very, very well. And I wish we could pan out. We might just pan out just for a second because I want people to see how gorgeous your background is. It's so full of color, so full of color and life. I absolutely love it. And it's colorful as you. How are you doing generally?
I'm very well. I am,
Good.
yes.
Good. Now, I gave people a little bit of an idea of what you do, but why don't you go ahead and tell us about your business?
Well, my business is honouring M.E Crochet, and I help women crocheters improve on their crochet skills through my easy to follow patterns. I also provide tutorials, and I have the Hooked on Crochet Club.
I love it. And what I love about Seona's business is, one, this is a business that she was building on the side while, working in an employment position, but she's building up this revenue stream so that she can serve more women in a niche that I think is so interesting because it's very, very specific. And we'll talk about some of the ways that she does that in a moment. But tell us about your ideal client. Now, you said women crocheters, but tell us a little bit more. Who is this woman?
So this woman is someone, she might have always wanted to crochet, or she is crocheting already, but wants to expand on her crochet skills. So I can help. Essentially, they really want to learn and improve because they have discovered some of the benefits of crochet and they want more of it. So that's what I'm here for. They don't want to keep trawling YouTube for ideas and videos because I get frustrated in groups seeing people with that. So they're the sort of women that want to help teach themselves, but with the help of someone else, essentially.
Great. And you've created a community here where women, like-minded women, can share ideas, they can learn from you. And tell us how long have you had this community?
Probably I've had the membership for just over 12 months, but I've been building the crochet business for about 3 years now.
And what problem are people typically having? Is it that they're trawling through YouTube? What problem are they typically having when they come looking for you?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest problems. They get frustrated because there's so, like, even if you saw my Pinterest board, there is so many things in crochet that you want to make, but not everyone has the skills to make it, and there's not always a tutorial to go with it. And another big struggle as well is they can't read patterns, so that limits them as well. So, and not understanding the terms, it holds them back. They get frustrated.
Now, I know you've got some strategies for us. I want to talk generally business because, as you know, our community is all women business owners, and the women watching right now are typically looking for tips and ideas for their own business. So you've been running the membership for a year. How long have you had your business?
About 3 years.
About 3 years. Okay, great. And you made a pivot probably 12 months ago. Do you want to just very quickly tell us about that? Because sometimes we can go into a business, we're going down a track, and then we sort of reassess, is this the right thing I want to do? And we make a change. Tell us a little bit about your journey.
Yeah, so I work full-time as a quality assurance manager. So in that, I've developed skills of writing procedures. I know systems and processes. And so I thought, as a side, I would start a business to help other women business owners build systems and make their businesses run more efficiently. And I still had the crochet on the side, and it was probably, I just thought of it as a craft, a hobby that, you know, maybe I could get some passive income from. And then it was with a mentor session with PJ that we started talking more about the crochet side of my, like, that business. And that very day I stopped everything and focused on the Crochet Club, because I'm building that business, because I could see, he helped me see the potential for what that business could be. And quite honestly brings me a heck of a lot more joy than just reusing the skills that I had, which I am actually still using in this business, just in a total different way. Like, I love teaching. That was one highlight that came to me as well. So
I love that. Yeah. And Seona mentioned PJ. Just for those who are watching, PJ is our head mentor. And so what Seona was saying in a mentoring session when they were talking about how to build her systems and procedures business, this came out that she had this other passion, and they saw this opportunity that was going deeper into this niche. And as you can hear Seona talk about it, you hear that that's where her heart is, and she can bring all those skills from her past into that, you know. And that's actually, those skills, systems, procedures, are a massive advantage to have in a growing business. I mean, it's right now, as you know, Seona, inside of her business, the whole community is focusing on their systems and procedures this month. That is the area of business that we're focusing on. And whether you're a one-person operation or a, you know, many-person operation, having systems and procedures gives you such an advantage of leveraging your time and resources. Tell us, now I know you came here with some advice that you find yourself often giving your clients. Tell us what those tips are.
Okay, so the first one is learn the basics first. What I found is that a lot of women have learned from a friend or a grandparent or an aunt, whichever, and they've only learned bits and pieces. So they might know a couple of stitches, they might not remember the names of the stitches, or that there's even different terms. So the first thing is to learn the basics, and from that,
that's
because all the special
business, right? Yeah. That's not just great for crochet. That is great for just running a business.
Pretty much anything in life. Just learn the basics first, because from that, it's like you don't learn to run a marathon before you've learned to crawl. So, you know, learn the basics, and then everything just comes easier after that. And if you are a crocheter, quite often we'll get into what we call crojo, which is we've lost our mojo for crochet. It's our crojo. So for that, like, I'm a big, like, I love to crochet a square a day. That's my meditation. And I always encourage people, if they are stuck and not really in the mood to pick up their hook, to make a square. It's a quick win. You know, 20 minutes to make a square, you feel good because you've finished a project. And then you'll find that over time, you start to enjoy it again. And that leads me to,
let me just riff on this one, because I love this, the crojo and the idea of when you've lost your mojo, because whether you crochet or not, if you have lost your mojo, what is it that you could do that you feel a little sense of achievement on? Is it writing that one Facebook post? Is it writing that system or procedure? Is it spending some time working on your goals? What is it that is that quick win that Seona is talking about, like she does with her crochet women? Sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead. You've got one more.
That's fine. And the last thing is find like a technique in crochet that you enjoy, because there are so many different stitches, stitch designs, way you can use it. You know, I know that I don't like to count, so pretty much anything I crochet does not involve a lot of counting. Whereas others love to count, they're happy to do that. So it's a matter of, so build on your skills, and over that time you'll learn what yarn you prefer, what hook size you prefer, there's so much that I just can't emphasize enough to just keep at it and find out what it is in crochet that you enjoy, because I can guarantee you'll love it.
That's great. And again, if we look at what does that mean to business, and hello, Anita, who's watching, and Anita says she just loves the word crojo. What is it that you love to do in your business, right? What is it that you love to do in your business, and how do you bring more of that into your day-to-day? Speaking of Anita, I know right now Anita's doing a shoot, her annual shoot with her customers. So she has a couple of initiatives, but she has a store called Sequins and Sand. And so she helps women whose bodies have changed over time get back into a swimsuit. And I know that one of the things she does is photographs a bunch of her customers every year. And I can see Anita doing, like, she has no loss of mojo when she's doing that. She's really doing what it is that she loves. And you can see that in every post that you make, in how you're sharing about it. Sarah says numbers are not my favorite either when it comes to counting. Thank you, Sarah. All righty. Did you want to say something?
No.
No, you're good. All righty. So in a moment, you're going to tell us how those of us who are interested in learning more about crochet and your products and services can start to work with you and join your amazing community that you put so much love and attention into. Before we get to that, I want to talk to you a little bit about, Adriana says, I'm not into numbers. This is why I like to count. I don't know what that means, but thank you, Adriana. So you've been part of the HerBusiness Network for how long now?
Oh, probably nearly 3 years, I think.
Okay, great. Now, as you mentioned, you have a job, you are growing this business on the side. Tell us what has been the benefit to you of being part of a community of women business owners?
Definitely the connection, and definitely the sense of community. Like, I know that I can go to the group and I can post my wins, I can post my frustrations, and people understand. Whereas at home or at work, they just think I'm that crazy crochet person. There is still the business side that I need to deal with. So, you know, it's that support and all the tools there to help me. And if I don't understand something, I know that there's someone there that understands and can help me. So yeah, it's a lovely network.
Can you give me an example of where you have reached out and you needed help with something in your business and the community has come to your aid? Is there anything that you can recall?
Oh, I don't know. Not as often as I should. I know I should have them look at some of my pages. But I have joined, I know I've just recently joined I can't remember the name of it because I'm really bad, but Click Convert Academy, Click Engage Convert to help with my marketing, because I know that's one of my weaknesses at the moment is my marketing. I know I've got something that people will love. So I've joined that academy to help me as well build on that. But yeah, I'm big at sharing wins in the group more than anything, I think.
Oh, great. Your own wins?
Yes, and others.
Yeah,
like I've joined, there's so many people I've connected with through the network, like colours. So I know what colours to wear through Fiona, and Peter is helping me with my exercise every day. So it's not just about helping me with my business, it's helping me with my life. There's always someone that's doing something I need.
I want to talk about sharing your wins, because often we don't have a place to share our wins as business owners. And because there isn't even a listening for it. It's like, who cares what you're up to, right? Especially if they're not in their own business. And so I love the fact that you share your wins. So don't ever stop doing that or feel like you want to hold back, because as you know, and those watching may not know, one of our other sort of key themes inside the network is what we call the lift up move. And that is when you do have something to celebrate, you want to be able to share that with our community and have others echo that or give you a thumbs up or a like or whatever. But it's also about supporting others. So as much as you hero others in the group, they will also hero you. And we've got a couple of comments here that I want to have a look at. Nita says, thanks, Susie Daphnis. Hey, Seona, loving this live. Your membership is awesome and your insights are brilliant. Thank you both. How about that, Seona?
That's awesome.
And Cheryl says, I totally agree. Doing a little something is far better than a big, and I'm going to say fat, nothing. Thank you, Cheryl. Yeah. Very good. So tell us a little bit about how people can work with you.
Well, if you head to my website, honouring-me.com, which thankfully is on the screen, the Australian spelling. On there, if you haven't learned to crochet yet, I do have a free beginner's guide that you can download, and it's got all the basics, which I encourage people to start with and to build on from that. And I also have patterns that are easy to follow if you're after that, but most importantly, the Hooked on Crochet Club, which I have the doors open this weekend, which I'm excited about. I'm hoping to meet lots of lovely new crocheters, but I do have a wait list that you can put your name on until Thursday, but a stitch symbol guide as well. So if you are a crocheter, one of the things that I know people forget is the stitch names and how to make them. So I put together this awesome guide that has everything they need.
Wonderful. And so all of that is available over at honouring-me.com.
Yep.
Have you registered a URL with the word crochet in it?
I've got a few of them. I've also got
I would love to see you, even if it was Honouring Me Crochet. So this is just a little bit of coaching for you and anyone watching. I would love for you to, even if you just redirected this one here, if you had a URL that was also very obvious what it is that you do. And so if you've got a few, have a think about switching it out to whether it is the name of the club, which would be a bit confusing, but something more, or, Crochet with Seona or something like that, that really builds your brand.
Yeah, because I did bags a few that I like. So I do have Hooked on Crochet Club. I think I've got something like Crochet Corner. I've got a few that I snuck away in there. So yeah, I just need to make, it's a good idea.
Yeah. And it's going to be easier because sometimes, like you said, the Australian spelling, sometimes our name can just trip people up because someone mistypes that, or instead of -me, they put .me or, whatever it is. So we want to make it as easy as possible for our customers to be able to find us. So anything you want to say before you go?
Learn to crochet. No.
Thanks, Seona.
If I could, I'd make everyone do it, but I know I can't.
It's a movement, the crochet movement. Thanks for joining us, Seona.
Thank you, Susie.
All right. So the free beginner's guide and more details over at Fiona's website. If you are just catching up, we will also put this link over on our on the page that you are watching this. So whether you're watching the replay here on Facebook, it'll be here inside this post, or you're watching it on our website. We'll put those details there, as well as a link to Seona's website. Before we go, I do want to let you know Her Business Live is coming up on the 12th of October. It is a one-day program for women business owners, and women from all over Australia are joining us. We've got incredible world-class speakers. We've got networking sessions. We've got brainstorming sessions where you get to get support with whatever area of business you want to work on. We are talking about marketing. We are talking about creating opportunities for yourself. We are talking about how to use Instagram to build your business. We are talking about how to create a business that is right for you, that brings you the joy and the creativity and the environment that you really want for your business, as well as the results and the impact and the finances. And I'm just very excited because this is a day for us to come together as women business owners. And as business owners, we really do want to be tapping into other women who are also going down that same path. They're juggling family and business, or they're juggling taking care of aged parents and business, or they're juggling the struggles of growing a business, right? And this is about being with people who really understand what it means to hire a new person, or implement systems, or create a plan, or to do that marketing campaign, or to put your money on the the line, or to be working way too hard some days and feeling like you're not moving forward. So it's really about cracking open the opportunity to give something to yourself. So I'm going to encourage you to come on over to Her Business Live. We have put together an amazing package that includes 12 months membership to the Her Business Network, which is normally $790 on its own. And you can't get into the network right now because it's closed, but we're giving it to you as part of Her Business Live. So go ahead on over to herbusinesslive.com. Now, if you're a member and you're watching, you know you get Her Business Live for free. So watch your inbox for details on how to get your ticket if you haven't already snagged one. All right. And Sarah says, you've done so well, Seona, superwoman, as you have a job as well. Yes, for those of you who are juggling jobs and running your own business, we are here to support you. Thank you so much for watching. That's another Monday Member Spotlight. I will see you back here next week. Have a good one. Bye for now.